no matter what you say about the art style of High School DD Hero, you have to agree the animation is on that was on a completely different level. Like my dude, I love the animation of this episode. Like it was on a completely different level from the last few episodes, and I have to give it. Like I said, Passion Studio, they have done key elements for Fairy Tail, such as Nazi vs. Gajeel. Which is one of my favorite fights in Fairy Tail. Even though I don't like Fairy Tail, but the fights are pretty cool, and you have to give it to this. Like all of these fights which Fairy Tail does are on a completely different level because the fights are always awesome. Like just like those kind of fights, Natsu versus Gajeel, Natsu and Gajeel versus Sting and Rogue. Like those kind of fights are always on a completely different level, and that's what I really love about this studio, Passion Studio, because their animation on fight. Even though you will complain a lot about the art style, you'll complain a lot about Rias's hair being crooked or anything like that. You have to agree the animation for this episode was on a completely different level from the last four episodes. Yo, like, like, my dude, that's a completely different animation level. Anyways, this was pretty much the the this episode was pretty much a lot of fighting, a lot of fighting, a lot and lot of fighting, a lot. Like I'm not even kidding, a lot of fighting, a damn lot of fighting. From the start to the finish, this was action-filled episode. Like, yo, this whole episode was filled with action. Like, this was an action-packed episode, except I would say, except for the ending, pretty much the whole episode was action packed. You will not be bored with this episode just because of how action packed this episode was. And this episode didn't even focus on any kind of fan service. I mean, there was some fan service, but like it didn't even focus on fan service. It was just action, like full on. This was some kind of battle show and shit out of nowhere. Like, yo, this was just like an awesome episode all over. Now I don't remember much about a chapter because it's been a long time. Like I know this is adapted from chapter 5 if I'm correct. This was chapter 5 if I'm correct. Chapter 5, chapter 4, something like that of volume 9. So way this was adapted was just like awesome. Like dude, dude. First of all, Issei pretty much defeating the shadow guy was that was body. That was a complete body. Like that guy got bodied. Like yo, that guy got bodied like crazy. Pretty much what it is that Issei, his power is to transfer power to himself or to others. That's one of his powers. So basically, what he did was transferred Kunoi's power to himself, and pretty much he defeated him. Like, Foxfire? Yeah, he used the Foxfire to. He completely went on a different level because Issei, being the Red Dragon Emperor he is, he can again transfer the powers of different persons and transfer his power to different people. So yeah, in a way, he did transfer Kunoi's power to himself and made it go even bigger, like even like potentially higher, and that's what I would say. Now, speaking of all that, we also see the first glance of the Fox Princess. I don't remember. Was it Fox Queen or Fox Princess again? I forget her name. I forgot about what it is. But yeah, we again see the Fox Princess, and yes, a lot of people will be like, Naruto reference. I get it. I get it. Nine Tails Naruto reference. I get it. I get it. But you should remember that Foxtail, Nine-Tail Fox is uh, kind of a cultural thing in Japan, if I'm correct. It's not only Naruto thing. So it was very much happening because you see, High School DD. It's all about these legendary heroes or legendary devils and angels, all of these things. So in a way, they were gonna get the Nine-Tail reference too, because again, it's a cultural reference to Japan. Like there's a lot of things around here, like for example, Odin or Loki or Beelzebub, or even uh, what is Sao Sao, like all of these people, they're legendary heroes. It was gonna come, and this was just gonna come at some point because just because it is who it is. Like a nine tail is something. It's a thing in Japan, like a cultural reference. So before anybody says Naruto reference, because because a lot of people will say that, yo, Naruto reference. It's a QB Naruto reference. So just putting it out there, like nine tail is a Japanese cultural thing. So just putting it out there. Now, I want to tell, Issa squad got bodied. You have to agree with me, like my dude. Even though the action was on a completely different level, Issa squad got bodied. Like, yo, this shows what kind of difference South South squad has over Issei squad. Like, there's a huge difference. Pretty much, let me put this in Dragon Ball terms, okay? Pretty much, here's it. Issei squad is right now is a Super Saiyan, and and Salsa squad is on a blue level. That's basically how it is. That's basically how it is. Like Issei squad is on a Super Saiyan, and Salsa squad is on a blue level fighter. So basically, there you go. That's a Dragon Ball. Putting it in Dragon Ball terms. So yeah, that's pretty much showing that how strong Cao Cao is. And I want you to keep in mind how strong Cao Cao is just for a moment, because next episode you are gonna be surprised by the things that are gonna happen, especially at the end of the episode. What happens? Yeah, at the end of the episode, it kind of surprises you, doesn't it? Like what happens at the end of the episode, like, uh, yeah, that's Issa's potential. Pretty much all of the potential that was spread across Kyoto, Elsha pretty much encourages Issei to use that potential to summon Rias. And pretty much, Rias is out there. Now, not in any way is this gonna disrupt what's going to happen, the greatness that is gonna come in the next episode. Obviously, there will be some fan service in the next episode, start of the episode, but the next episode, the greatness that is gonna come in the next episode is nowhere near the greatness of this episode. Like that High School DxD greatness on the next episode. And I hope the animation is still the same as this episode, because this episode's animation was just awesome. Like from neck to neck, point to point, like each and every, like you could even see the punch passing through. Like it was such a good animation. Like the frames on these animations were on a completely different level, and that's just great because considering how good this animation was, this was just awesome. Another part I forgot to mention about this episode was the target of the mission of the hero faction. Pretty much that mission is to summon the great dragon so that Orphis could return. Now Orphis, if you don't know, is another dragon. That's right, she is a dragon, and we already seen her at the episode 0, if you guys remember. So yeah, Orphis is another dragon, and pretty much she wants to return to her dimension. And because the red dragon pretty much travels to dimension, Orphis cannot return to her dimension. Now, all about that, all these, all over, I have to say this episode was just awesome. Like, it did a great job. Like this episode was action filled. Like I said, like this, if you're gonna go for any kind of best action moments in like best action moments in High School DxD, this has to be one of them, because just because of how well it was animated, the plus the way Issei was just like, yo, like my dude, like yo, it was just awesome. Anyways, are you guys ready for, well, for the next episode? Because the next episode is just gonna be, yo, on a completely different scale. If the animation is the same as this episode or even better, that's even better. Like, yo, it's even better. So let me know what you think about this episode of High School DxD in general. Let me know what you think about Issei's potential. Let me know what you think about South South Squad. Let me know what you think about Ninetale. Also, let me know what you think about Saji, because Saji is one of the coolest. What is it called again? I forgot. Oh my god! Wow. Sacred gear. There we go. Saji is one of the coolest sacred gear. You have to agree with that. So yeah, let me know what about that too, and I'll see you in the next video. As always, peace.